Hello everybody, it's Tommy and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Pokemon Create-A-Sim of Alolan Sandshrew and Alolan Sandslash, and this is kind of a part 2 to the original Sandshrew and Sandslash video, and I've also been dedicating to do the original Alolan Kanto Pokemon, so this is where we are at in my little series that's been going on. Check out all of the other ones if you happen to have missed them. This is by far not the first one that I have done, so check out all the other ones before you do this. Watch those, then come back here and watch this. But for Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash, we have some really fun things that we don't have with a lot of the other Pokemon that are going to be in the series. So ice typing wasn't really a thing in the original 151, but now that we have some newer versions of older Pokemon, I can play on a really fun idea of doing winter wear and doing iciness and cool skin tones and that kind of a vibe. So I immediately knew I wanted both of these ladies to obviously resemble their original two counterparts. So we are starting with the same exact Sims that I left off with for my original Sandshrew and Sandslash. What I usually do is I'll modify the faces slightly without taking away from some of the original designs that I've chosen and change the eye color, maybe play with just, you know, a little bit of the facial features here and there. So for this version of Sandshrew, I did turn down the nose slightly. The eyes are also slightly larger and a little bit differently shaped, and I really liked it after that. I didn't want to play with it too much. Originally, I had also used a short hair, and I knew I wanted to use one for this one. Ideally, I wanted to have something with a headband because you do have that different it's supposed to be based after like an igloo, right? So it has this very rounded shape on the top and on the body part. So I wanted something with a headband. I felt like that would bring in that naturally like round shape to the head, but I ended up finding this hair that came in a very icy blue color, and it had one of those braided headbands that is literally just hair already put into the hair. So I like that quite a bit, and I did try to get some of the other headbands to work with it, and it didn't end up working out. I even ended up leaving and going and looking for some more headbands, but I ultimately was unable to find any hair or any headband that I was happy with as much as the original one that I had chosen. So we do end up going with that one eventually. I did also include some blue lipstick, and you obviously can't tell because it matches really well with the skin tone that I am using, but she is wearing blue cool eyeshadow and lipstick to bring in some of those cooler tones to the face. And then this trench coat. So one of the things when I cannot figure out what I'm going to do with these Pokemon Sims and nothing's really calling to me and I'm unsure, that I will do is scroll through Pinterest and just keep looking at clothes and clothes and clothes until I find something that screams whichever Pokemon I've picked. And when I saw this trench coat that had the same pattern as the original Sandshrew, and it had that, you know, clueless, picnicky, whatever you want to call it, slight plaid trench coat, I knew right away this is what I was going to use, and it worked out so well because it's kind of winter wear, so I knew I could bring in all of the winter clothes to pair with it. So this is actually my recolor in the blue cool color. It only comes in gray, I believe, and probably brown for the original, so that is something I had to create, but I was fine with doing that because it worked really well paired with some plaid stockings, some squared hoop earrings, bring in all of those textures and vibes all together into one and do a winter look, and I absolutely love it. And now we are moving on to Sandslash. So I think I struggled with this one just about as much as the original Sandslash, and I really didn't know what to bring in to make this resemble its Pokemon that I hadn't already done in the original video. So with the original one, I did a very long, curly, flowy hair and brought that in as sort of the volume behind some of the spikes on the backside of Sandshrew. But for this one, it's clearly supposed to be icicles, so I wanted to streamline it a little bit, and I ended up finding this hair that came in this blue shade that was very, very similar, and it actually has 4 of these icicle type braids. One is on the back that you can't really see, but I thought that that was a fun way to carry the same idea over and still have it be different enough to do its own thing and represent its own idea. And then I wanted to do a winter look again, so it felt natural to bring in some of the original things that I had done, including, I believe, the square hoops, the square tights that I think I also used a long time ago on Butterfree, and some really tall white boots, white winter boots. Again, we've got the white going on the feet there. Cute little beanie to keep your ears warm during the cold, and a long turtleneck to match that comes in a beautiful icy blue color that works out perfectly. So let me know what you thought of these two Sims. How did I do? And check out all the other ones, like I said, will be linked at the end of the video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon below to turn on post notifications so you can get updated every single time I post, and I will talk to you all in the next one.